Kia ora whānau. I just want to talk to you today, or in this section of our course, around our kaupapa and I suppose the philosophy behind what we're doing in our Māra Kai Backyard Gardens project. And this will give you a sense about our why. The reason and really the, if I want a better word, the tuapapa o te kaupapa nei, the foundation of our kaupapa. Because it's from this background that all the other things are built on, all the things that we're talking about. So the first area that I want to address is there's a Māori proverb that says he rongoa te kai, ko te kai he rongoa. Our food is our medicine is our food. And it doesn't take a genius to work out that our food and our dietary choices and our lifestyles are not as robust or resilient as they used to be. And so this idea of getting into our backyard gardens or into our own backyard gardens and growing our own kai comes from this background. And the idea that the first medicine that God had given us, this beautiful creation of ours, is the food we eat. And so part of what we're doing and what we're seeking to do is encourage our whānau to look at ways of, instead of having to go to a doctor or get prescriptions, is thinking about the things that we put into our mouths and on our table, particularly for our mokopuna and children coming forward. So that's the first one. It's about our health. It's about what our well-being and health is and how we can get back into a place where the food that we're eating, particularly from out of our garden, is sustainable, it has whakapapa, the modi's healthy, and all those types of things which we're going to be explaining on the course is really about that, is the health of our communities. Secondly is also a bit of a financial one. A couple of years ago when we first moved back up home, we did some research around produce that has been brought in and then paid for by our local economy or local whānau, and then that money goes out. The research we found came up to $20 million between the two leading supermarkets here in Kaikohe of green produce and fruits and vegetables was going out of our economy. And so from a financial perspective and from a keeping money in that economic cycle, keeping that money in our own pocket, reason two is finding ways where we can grow our own vegetables or close the loop in regards to where those vegetables come from. And lastly, it comes down to thinking about the security of our food and the resilience of it. One of the things that I think we learned through the COVID experience is through the lockdown, our dependence on our supermarkets and the food chain supply and logistics in regards to where our food comes from became quite evident. And so what we're trying to do locally in our local context and encouraging whānau around the country and around the world is thinking about how you can grow your own food. And we're going to be talking about lots of food over this course, lots of different types of vegetables, fruits, ways of growing. And it's just to give us an idea and thinking about food security and sustainability. How do we make things sustainable? How do we secure our food and our food resources? Look what's happening globally in the Ukraine and other parts of the world where there's fighting going on. Those places produce food, and while there's a war on, there's a food shortages. And so if we can close it ourselves, that's another positive string to what we're trying to do as a whānau, is encouraging all of us And it may be only a small mutter, it might be the size of my bath at the back here, or a raised bed, but you're growing something that you're producing in your own backyard, or on your balcony, or whatever it might be. So those are the three things that we're looking at in relationship to food security and sustainability, in regards to our health and economic grounds. Alrighty, choice. See you on the next one. Okay.